Do you have any painful moment that comes in your life recently? Do you have any situation that recurrently comes, and anytime that it comes, you feel pain? Do you have any situation that just thinking about it makes you feel uncomfortable? Do you have any recent event that the taste is bitter? Do you think you are resisting something? I post a video talking about the difference of recovery and repair. Have you repaired something in your life? Have you recovered from something in your past life? What's the difference? How did you sense the difference between those those events, those points? Now, I will use a different language here because intentionally I want to disrupt your perspective. Why? Because when we have awareness with the language we use to express, especially when we have a relationship with ourselves, it will help us to step out of the comfort zone of just using the language we know. Comfort zone can be detrimental, but also it can be a space where you feel safe. There is a huge difference of feeling comfortable and a huge difference of feeling safe in a space. And we give the name comfort zone. Sometimes it's not. So my comfort zone doesn't mean that I'm safe. My comfort zone only has a reference that I'm comfort. But sometimes you are not safe in that state. And I will give you an example. Imagine if I tell you right now, as you are listening to me, rate from 0 to 10 what you are experiencing right now. It doesn't matter if you are thinking about your dogs, cooking, showers later, what to do tomorrow. Just rate from 0 to 10 what you're experiencing right now. Now, why am I telling you this? Keep it. At the end of the video, I will ask you the same question. Okay, I will use different languages. Now I am you. Okay, don't see me as Ralph, see me as you. I have a situation that comes in my mind and I don't feel okay. There is no peace. It comes from the past and it's painful. I have a situation where just to think, wow, if this happened, it brings me anxiety, it brings me worry. In the middle, someone will come and say, in the normal way of languaging, of communicating, they will say, stay present, stick to the now. That word is very familiar to many souls, and it doesn't create the impact. It doesn't ignite an intention. It doesn't provoke some kind of awakening. Why? Because the language sometimes we use it automatically and we lose the language in terms of if it can make us comfortable or it can make us safe. So instead of using I will stick to the now, we say I am choice. This is powerful. Now you say, Ralph, wait, hold on 1 second. I'm always thinking past, present, future. Now is past, choice, and future. Choice. I am disrupting right now what is happening. So, me as you, when I'm in front of a situation which is in the middle of the past and the future, regret and worry, for example, those two energies, I'm regretting something. Okay, Now I am choice. Do I choose to give this present? Do I choose this right now to experience this pain again? What is the payoff? What is the benefit of this choice? Now, be careful because sometimes we resist to experience something. Now we are going to the state of safety. One is comfortable to say, no, I'm not thinking about this. We suppress the emotion. I'll touch it later or another time. Or I will just throw this in the unconscious. This will never come out again because I feel comfort doing this. And sometimes we get used to it. So you have people that we think, wow, these people don't have feeling. They are very cold. They're throwing it in the unconscious. Why? Because they don't want to feel and experience that. Now, the safety space, which is different, the attitude is different, the approach is different. I will not resist the situation, even if it's painful. But instead of saying, I am doing this now, I am a choice to first not resist. I'll give an example of all of this so you can digest it very well and you can visualize, sense, or by the sound, it will become something understandable for you. What kind of situations do I mean not resisting to experience what is happening? In my particular case, I have one case in the past. For example, my mom, she passed when I was 9. And I never had a clear response of what happens to my mother. All I know is that I slept one night with her. I never saw my mother again. When that image comes, sometimes it comes with regret of, or even comparing another kids. Like, oh wow, see my friends, he's lucky, his mother is still alive, his mother is still alive. He brings all that feelings, all the past programming that I supposed to feel with it. Now, in a safe place, I say yes, from choice, which I am experiencing that, oh wow, my mom, when I was 9, this happened, this. I don't resist that it is happening. Now I have the choice to not allow myself to play the victim. Yeah, I'm sorry for you. That's supposed to be very hard. I'm sad. Oh, poor man. That's the choice I am not choosing because it's not the truth. That is the past. The truth is now I am choice. You see, I don't resist it. I don't say, no. I don't want to think about this because, I'm comfortable admitting that this is my life. Now, the second step is accepting is powerful and is a safe place. You see the difference with comfort? Comfort, I would just say, I don't want to think about this. I have grown, I'm a man. I already have my family. Why should I be thinking about this? So I will just throw it. I will ignore the feelings and I will feel comfortable. That's a comfort zone. I'm trying to share this with you so you can extract this as an example in your life and you can see which point sometimes you think you are comfortable doing this, but it's not safety for you. Now, when I bring acceptance to the game, to the choice, to what we know as now, remember your old languaging and your new one that you'll be integrating with these videos. So it can help you to shift your energies and maintain your balance between body, mind, and spirit. Remember, one of them, if they are not connected, it will express. Remember in the past videos, soul is not present, you will not have peace, you will not have love. Mind is absent, it will interpret in a survival mode to justify, and the body will express what is going in the mind. If the body is not strong, we don't move it, we don't train it, we don't nourish it and support it, it will express in form of weakness. So remember, we are the owner of our garden of life, the inner garden. Again, from choice, we are the owner. So you are the owner of the peace, of the nature of what you are. So imagine you are a forest, you will not like a tree to be burning because it will clean everything, right? That's exactly what we're going to do. Now, when I don't resist it, I hold it, I live with it, I breathe what is happening. But from choice, I choose not to relate myself with that. I just acknowledge that I am seeing it. You are in the chair right now, watching and listening to Ralph. It is impersonal. You are connected to me, you are listening to me, but that's it. You are taking the information. So the same we try to do. Now, if you try to listen to the radio or you try to turn the TV on, you try to send an email, there's going to be a disruption because you will be listening to me, to listen to nothing. This is exactly what we want to avoid, to come to a safety place. When we bring acceptance, I tell Ralph, look, this is how I speak to myself. Ralph, my love, your mom, she never passed. Life, when it comes to the earth, there is a law that it explains itself. The meaning of everything is already what it is. This helps me not to go crazy trying to use logic. What's the meaning of a chair? I have a chair in front. That's the meaning. What's the meaning of a dog? Exactly what I have in front. So I don't try to dive deep and try to explain from the mind. So your mother, she had a body like you. And the law of the universe says she will, at some point, like you will leave the body and you will transform. But there is a source, there is an energy, there is something that we cannot explain from language or logic or intellect. But we know straight because we subjectively experience it. That is what is forever. Remember the process of the butterfly and the cocoon and the process. There is no death, there is transformation. But as language, we use death. The source that is in the middle, which we cannot see and explain, is what allows the transformation from one type of image to the another one. So exactly that is what happens to your mother. Your mother, she's not expressing with the face you remember. By the way, she was beautiful. Now, she's expressing as an energy, which now from choice, remember, you can connect to her. So now I accept that life is that's how it works. Accepting I become friendly with life. I don't come in a state of saying, why me? She could have lived 3 years again, 10 more, 20 more. And also, when I come with acceptance, I don't feel as a victim because I look around and I say, there is a guy that in the hospital the mother died, or a girl. There is another one that she went to work, she had an accident. You start to see that there are many stories and there are people in situations that they might be similar, worse, or better. That is life. Now you're accepting life. And the third step is now I say from choice, how can I preserve the peace between body, mind, and spirit? My life has become a life of service to my mother. That's why you are listening to me. Right now, I am emotional. I am feeling. I would love to just cry here and express, but I don't resist it because I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling grateful. I am feeling the peace and the joy and the love to my mother because I am doing something that I know that she will be very happy and grateful for. So now, thank God of having the switching of languages. Instead of trying to stay in the present, sometimes if I might feel powerless talking like that. If I tell you stay present, stay in the now, you might say, Ralph, I'm sorry, but I cannot deal with this. This present, why we change the language? Remember, you are choice. So anytime my mom comes from choice, I experience it, I don't resist it. I relinquish the meaning, I don't play the victim. I understand that I am a product of life. I am exposed to this. I accept that this is the law of the universe and I give the meaning that I think that will preserve my peace. Mom never dies. Mom have left the body, She's in you. She's here. Do everything you can in this life. Do it for love, for someone or something bigger than you. I will share with you something. I have never felt the absence of my mother. I have been in situations where I could feel very low. I could feel it. I can experience it. But just bringing the image of what I've just what I've shared with you, the power comes in. If I feel lazy, I don't want to run, and I say, let me dedicate this race to my mother, I can go 3 hours. In fact, every Monday, I switch the name. I play with the language, and it's called Mom's Day. So every Mom's Day, I have to do something. I have to have my glass of wine, or I have to train, or I have to do sport, or I have to read something. Many years I'm doing this. So doing something that means love to you is powerful. If you see, I'm coming from comfort zone, safety zone, and I'm landing with love. That's my intention in this video. That's my disruption. Why? Because when we talk about love, people still ignore the impact of the energy of love. I know what you are saying. Yeah, I know that love is. But right now, we resist to bring love. Sometimes we resist to experience love. In the case of my mother, I could say, no, I don't want to think about my mother as a loving source. She gave me life. I have the female energy. She gave me the opportunity. I don't want to feel this positive energy. I want to feel sad. I want to feel that I miss my mom. So sometimes we resist the positive love to come up, which is your safety place. And I know you will be thinking, Ralph, I am sorry, but not everything I can use this approach. Why? Because you forget that you are choice. If you really keep in mind all the time, you switch the now, the present, and you remember that you are choice, it's powerful. Something happens in your job, in your house, driving the car, and the word of Ralph comes to your mind and says, let me just use this. I'm not going to say I'm now in the present, I'm seeing this. I am choice. I am stuck in the motorway. I don't resist it. That's the reality. I'm stuck and I relinquish it. Yeah, this is normal. The time, it's life. You are accepting. Now, I will reuse that moment I'm stuck. Let me reflect today. In fact, you end up willing to be more stuck because you are reusing that energy. Now, I will do this because I love someone bigger than you. It doesn't have to be someone that has dropped the body, which we call death. It has to be something that gives you love. You can think about your kids, your father, your husband, your wife. Now, this is the game of this video. We step out of the comfort zone and we allow ourselves to experience love. The energy of love is the same energy that makes a mother go to the jail and see the son, even if he kills someone, even if he crushed the car because he was drunk. She will go and see the son without judging. Why? Because she allows love to come out there. So instead of saying, I feel shame of you, my son, you can stay there in the jail and I'm not going to see you. She will feel the feeling of, oh wow, this is unnecessary. I never expect to have a son that is going to be in jail. I would love him to be exploring life. Then she accepts we live in a society, there is consequences of our choices. Then she brings love and she said, I would like to see my son. Imagine if you are a mother that you like to bake cakes or you like to cook well. I would like to take this to my son. You don't resist it. She brings love. She prepares a nice bag and she goes to the prison to see her son. And even if she's there and she's feeling the emotion as I was feeling, just to remember my lovely mom, she will be recharged, energized, alive, and she will feel love and she will feel the energy that will enable her to resist in a positive way, which we call persistence, consistency. Now, when you persist positively, when you allow the love to persist in you, that's a different direction. I hope this wonderful part of the video is clear. Before I go to the second one, comfort zone. When we talk about comfort zone, some people will say, Ralph, I am okay in my comfort zone. I want to stay here. You are missing the question if it's safe for you or if it's not safe. And you are missing the balance between acknowledging that your power is intention. I'm switching slightly to the second part. So choice comes from intention. For example, today is a wonderful day, okay? And I want to go for a run. And when I'm running, you see me running and say, wow, wait, that's Ralph. I am expressing the intention I had. So that intention will unfold. And if I came back from running and I say, oh wow, I feel good, I am tasting the choice, the intention. Now I am tasting the consequence of it. If I wanted to go and run and I said, no, you know what, it's too late, I'm not going to run now. And then later I regret, I am experiencing the consequence of the choice of saying no. So this second part of the video is trying to share with you something powerful, which is saying no to something, we can use it as a yes to another thing. I personally, as Ralph, as what is explaining to you, I refuse to have one single day without experiencing the energy of love. I refuse. Because I am choice. Every single moment that unfolds, which is in the old language, the present, I am choosing to experience love, no matter what. It doesn't mean that I am passive or I am not taking responsibility or I don't want to unfold with life. No. Sometimes I experience things that for me are unnecessary. I will not choose to experience them. But because I accept and I know that I am life, I don't operate from the mind. I operate from the soul, from the choice. So I say, this is not happening to me. This is happening because I am life. So it's happening for me. Then I switch to my intentions and my choices. So this is very painful. I have sessions with clients when it comes to recognizing that their situation has an implication of them is based on past choices. Some of them are experiences, they go mad. Obviously, they don't pay it with me, but they talk to themselves very, very hard. I am stupid. I should have seen this. I shouldn't have done this. It happens to me again. How is this? They talk to themselves in a way that I say, hold on, I'm sorry, but I have to interrupt you here. Can we listen how we speak to ourselves? Just by the fact that we have our knowledge that the consequence is an expression of our choices. There is a gap, there is a silence. Yes, Ralph, you are right. But I've done it always like this. If I don't speak to myself like this, I will repeat it again. Hold on 1 second. The intention. Let's come and bring the intention. Now, it's when I come and I ask you, what is your intention with the things that you regret? Do you have the intention to squeeze them and extract the sauce? Or do you have the intention to swim in that past event? Are you acknowledging the effect of guilt in your life and regret? Are you seeing how we punish ourselves and there is a lack of love? Because when you love yourself, you will not speak to yourself like that. For example, everybody that has been a father or a mother, we know a situation where we are watching TV or we are doing something, and we have to take care of our babies. We have to clean them. We have to feed them. They are crying. Maybe they have some pain in the belly and they cry. We change them. We put them in this position. We take them like this. They're still crying. Now, the only thing that will make you go to that situation and face it is the love you have to that kid. Some people, they will find themselves in a situation where they will hire a coach. They will call you, they will say, Ralph, I've been thinking about this. Why is someone going to go hold his money and invest in a coach, in a therapist? They'll go to psychology, they'll go to the gym. Why are they doing those things? They'll go to retreat. They'll switch to spiritual groups because of love. Because at some point, they need the energy that is our source. Then the intention will express the consequence. So someone that hires a therapist, for example, or a coach or a mentor or a teacher or whatever, what we have to look is the intention. What are we going after? Now, it's not about positive or negative. I have clean in my bank of language opposites. I don't use opposites. Why? Because some will make me feel somehow, depending on the context. The another one will make me feel somehow. And I'll be bouncing between them. So I am limiting the extension of probabilities. I'm not allowing myself to have much more options. This is where intellect comes into place and is powerful. Let's use the mind as a tool of investigation. Okay? This is how science came. This is how good teachings came. This is how philosophy came. Let's always remember that the mind, we will use it to investigate, but in the direction of the soul. Remember, I want my body to reflect peace no matter what. It's non-negotiable. I will not feel bad because I am 41 days feeling positive and alive. You don't have to feel bad. I have clients that they are like, oh wow, Ralph, this is going very well, but let's see when it happens. We'll see when this turns out. Now I have to enjoy it because it will change. No, you can spend your whole life increasing that sensation, expanding. If you make sure that you are choice, that you acknowledge your intentions, and everything is well and nice and aligned and organized. So the mind, I'm using it as a tool that will respond to the soul to investigate. The body, I will use it to express. I had a siesta this evening because my body, I wanted to go for a run. When it's sunny and it's beautiful, I like to run out, put on my t-shirt and just fly. But my body was telling me, Ralph, if you give me rest, a small siesta, I will appreciate it. The mind that I use to investigate, the mind follows the soul. The soul says, you are free to go for a run. You are free to do whatever. Remember that sleeping, resting is an act of love to yourself, to the body. Then the mind as investigation. I say, how can I use the mind in my favor? Instead of telling me it's too sunny, get out, go for a run. Please, another day, don't skip it. I will use it to investigate my intentions. So I canalize, I channel the mind straight to the intentions that comes from within. Now they are aligned. I had a siesta. I'm doing my job. I give myself a frame where I'm going to, do my job, post a lovely video for my community, for my people. And then if I can, I'll go for a run. And if not, tomorrow I can do the same thing. But I don't feel regret. I don't feel punishment. And I will not worry about this. This, you see, this is the power of intention. Any single video that you will hear from me, you need to understand, and I invite you to understand, that this is not something I've heard about. This is something that I am becoming. This is the way I live, I breathe. I am the meaning of what is Ralph. If you ask what is Ralph, this is Ralph, the meaning. What I'm spelling is the energy that I love that comes from love, that comes from what we cannot explain. So I'm just the witness of this. Sometimes I create a video, and when I finish, I'm surprised. I say, wow, mate, you didn't even think about this before. Why? Because the only intention I have here is to share the love I have within. The love that my mom gave me and she's still giving me. My mom was always telling me one word that I would take always with me. One day I asked something because I was a child. She was always telling me yes. And that day she said no. This is related to intention, love, comfort zone, and safety. And she said no. And I remember it was some money that was in Nigeria, which the money was Naira. I asked for some Naira to buy some things in the school, some sweets. And my mother said no. And I said, you always give me, and today you are saying no because you don't want. She said no. She said, my son, you cannot negotiate the discipline. So discipline means that you avoid thinking if they're going to give you or not. You just do it. You just become it. Now you have to study. You have to learn. You have to play. You have to be disciplined with your age. Then you have some point where money can become your focus. So I'm saying no, not because I don't want to give you. It's because I am disciplined and I don't negotiate the discipline to share with my child something that is useful for him. What a mother. I have think about that word, especially when I was about to give up in many things. I would tell myself, Ralph, remember what mom said. Never negotiate discipline. This woman I'm talking about, she told me many things that sometimes I say, wow, did she know that she was about to transform? How is it that she gave me these memories? She did it with intention, with purpose. If something happens, my child will have energies, memories, tools that as a man he will be able to involve in life, preserving his energy. All the habits that I have took all of them from my mother. She loved reading, she loved cooking, she loved eating good food, she loved, absorbing wisdom. I'm trying to do all my best. I still have all the life to learn. Obviously, this is a learning journey. I haven't even started. I like to tell myself this. So I am not comfortable. I am safety when I tell myself, you only know about. Let's move to the know. So I push myself to experience it. So this video, my intention is that, first of all, to send you love. Second, to remind you your power of choice. If you want to try it, change staying, oh, I am now, I have to be in the present. Just say, I am choice. It will make you feel empowered. It will make you feel grounded. It will make you feel responsible. You will be able to respond to the situation. How? No resisting, staying with the feeling. Now, once we stay with the feeling, we will take distance from it and we will understand that we are seeing something, experiencing something, which is us as consciousness. Then we give it a different meaning. How? We accept that the price of being life is to be exposed to many things and events that will come. All together are one. The event that is happening and me that I'm witnessing it. Now, because I am choiced, it will come from my past choices. Every single event in our lives, we have an element of implication in it. Now, we don't see it as punishing and pointing ourselves. We see it as accepting that sometimes we don't acknowledge the intention or the power. Another thing, to close the video, ask yourself, 1 second, Am I in a safe place? Am I taking a direction that will support my energy? Or am I comfortable here? Let me question if this comfort is safe. I do that a lot. I feel so good now. But is it safe? Now you are pushing yourself, you are extracting yourself from what is comfort. Then the last one is the power of intention. Remember, if you decide to resist positive ways of thinking, it's because you are choice in that moment. And the consequence will unfold based on your choices. I have met a lot of souls that in front of them I'm telling them, can we choose instead of thinking like this? Can we allow ourselves to think like this? They don't want to say it. I have friends, they will bring the past, they will justify, they will see that they are right, they will stick to the position, they will try to get your agreement. Then you want to work with them and relinquish and say, listen, can we allow ourselves to feel positive? You feel envy with this person, but also you know that you have the capacity to create a life. Can we stick to that feeling, that energy? We refuse it. Why? Because of the choice, because of the intention. My intention is to stay comfort, blaming, complaining, pointing others that is their fault. I will tell you another thing to finish this audio. No matter what happens in life, at some point it is irrelevant. Why? Because constantly you are a choice. So if someone has done me something in the past which I didn't like that time, now I'm a choice. So what's the point? I want to experience love. I want to support life. I want to support the three elements of my life right now, which is my body, my mind, and my spirit. And I want to allow love. I don't negotiate. Ralph has one principle that I have never broke. I will not allow myself to carry the bag of pain for long. I will just drop it. And I will accept that I'm choosing not to take the bag. Therefore, growth comes in, a spiritual maturity comes in. You feel alive, you feel okay. So, thank you very much for listening. The next video we will talk about abandonment, part number 2. I have one first. This one I want to go deeper. So many videos we will be repeating, but we will be breaking layers and steps. We will be diving deep. We will be switching into dimensions. So love has one dimension, but it has many of them. We know love, but now we want to see if we know about love or we experience we are love. Take very good care. Remember your choice right now. Thank you for using your choice to watch this video. Therefore, the consequence is how you are feeling. Remember your intentions before you finish your day. Allow yourself, don't resist to have a good feeling. If you want to drink a glass of wine, if you want to sleep later, if you want to finish to read your book, if you want to go to the garden, allow yourself to enjoy the softy, the pleasure of love, which is infinite and is unconditional. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I send you energy to your heart, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.